Hi guys, we have here 2011 Mini Cooper S, and I'm doing an oil change, so I wanted to show you that you, as an owner of Mini, you need to be careful with your oil changes, because we're supposed to have about 4.2 liters here, or 4.5 quarts, and we barely got maybe at the most of a quart or a quart and a half. And not only it's not, I mean, this is like less than half. Look at the oil spots. All these oil spots, that's your metal from the engine inside the oil. So this engine was barely running on maybe a quart and a half of oil. So I know that these engines are, since BMW owns Mini, they actually consume a lot of oil, so you need to constantly check your oil consumption from these engines. And I believe this one has the 1.6 turbo. But just look at the condition of these. You see all these spots, that's the metals. So this oil is really bad. I mean, extremely bad, I want to say. I don't know how this engine was running. I literally don't know how this engine was running. So yeah, we're gonna change the oil now. And this is the oil plug, it's right here, and you open it with a T50 Torx, or I think you can use actually an Allen. I open it with a Torx because it looks like it has these ridges for a Torx, but you can do an Allen. The Allen is this one here. The Allen is this HW8 or 8, whatever that size is. Yeah, that's what it fits. But I used the T50 Torx. In this case, it still works. And make sure you change your copper seal again. This one is the used one. I just installed a brand new one. I use copper seals because they work better, and they let you squeeze the bolt so that you can make the proper seal. Again, this oil has to be replaced every 5,000 miles, not anymore. And on these engines, you need to be on top of this oil consumption. So I'm sure this person doesn't know about it, or whatever it is. This is a very bad negligence. Again, I don't know how this engine was running. So I'm gonna close this, and we're gonna go up on the top to change the filter. Okay, in order to reach the oil filter, you need to take this 10mm out of this bracket that holds the coolant reservoir. You need to pull the coolant reservoir and kind of put it on the side here on the left side, because this is a really stupid and bad design. This is where the filter is, right there, or that's the cap or the housing. So we need to get underneath and release this housing and pull it out of this hole here. Okay, in order to get to the filter, you need to use a 27mm 1/2 inch, in our case, socket with this small extension, and with this big wrench. And you have to use your hand to sneak this thing from there, because I feel on the top it's sitting right next to some coolant hoses. So okay, the filter is out. Oh my god, it's barely coming out. It's a bad design. So this is the filter we're gonna use. Man filter, OEM. Usually this is the OEM manufacturer for mini BMW. So you have to get this filter because the housing came out without the filter, and it's extremely bad, really bad. So, and this is the filter. We need to change the seal, so the seal goes right here in this slot. Always clean your filter housing for any bad oil or any leftovers from the old oil. And then since the filter doesn't lock in the filter housing, I'm going to install this filter first to make sure that it's properly sitting in place. It looks like there's a valve, a spring valve there, so just gonna leave it right there, and then I'm going to install the housing. That thing should be right in the middle and it should press the filter back in. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to do this by feeling because there's no other way, and this is getting kind of stuck in the coolant hoses, so you just gotta kind of feel it with your hands, and you need to make sure it goes straight in. So I can't really show you this because it's in the middle of nowhere and it's pressing these coolant pipes there, but that should be it. Make sure you twist it to the top and you start it, and once you start it, you're gonna feel that it starts to wind back in. Yeah, this is a really bad spot and very stupid design, if you ask me honestly. So I got it all the way in. All I gotta do is just tie it with the socket. Okay, you just get it tight, and I think the torque specification is like 25 Newton meters. So once it stops like this, that's it. Don't over tight anymore. Okay, don't forget to install this coolant reservoir back with the 10mm here, and the oil we're going to use. The oil we're going to use is this liquid moly 5W30 full synthetic, and again I'm going to use 4.2 liters or 4.4 quarts. The liquid moly ones are actually in liters, so you need to make sure that you're using the proper amounts. And this is it. Thanks for watching. Please like my videos and please subscribe. Thank you.